Hey guys, this is Pastor Lam from China Congregational Church, and I'm recording this to invite you to join us for the Singleness and Marriage and the Glory of God seminar coming Sunday, 15th of August 2021. We actually have wanted to do this seminar for a long, long time. I think 1.5 years ago, we were going to have the seminar, and then COVID hit us. So finally, after such a long wait, and we decided that we should really give it a try this summer. So this coming Sunday, that if you are listening to this and we invite you to share with friends and family and Christians, non-Christians, and definitely yourself. Please register and come and listen and also have discussion or ask questions. So I invite you to register online, and this is the QR code that you can get to our Google form. And the reason is other than just preparing the space and knowing roughly how many people are coming, we also on the Google form there's a place for you to write down your questions. So you can write down one, two. We have people who write us almost like 10 questions. So it was great, because I think the question really tell us what people want to hear and some specific questions and all that. So we have originally we planned for 1.5 hours, and I was planning to give some biblical principle for the first 45 minutes, and then the next 45 minutes that we will do Q&A, and my wife and I will, each answer some of the questions and things like that. However, having looked at some of the questions we already have, so I begin to think that time may really be not sufficient. So first of all, I think I'm prepared to stay back to 4 o'clock. And then the second thing is that I think I'm going to limit my biblical principle portion to maybe half an hour with more bigger principles, and then we get into the question. So I will try to arrange the question in such a way that is logical and there's a progression, and the live audience, as live audience, you can also ask like follow up with another question, and so that we can have a good interaction and really thinking through this issue together. Um, Now, because of the fact that I may not be able to cover a lot of the principle as detailed as I would like to, so I want to refer to you to this about, I think, more than a year ago. I think April 2020, and during the COVID time, I actually recorded two rather lengthy uh, YouTube video on some very key principles on being a single and marriage, from the Christian view. So here you go, and you have the QR code that you can jump to the video if you can understand Chinese, and you don't mind spending a couple of hours. Yeah, they are pretty long. I think part one and part two, and part one is 56 minutes, and part two I think 59. But those are good. It cover a lot of ground, cover a lot of ground from singleness and how the Bible views singleness to marriage. And I think even there are some discussion about divorce and remarriage and things like that. So if you and if you want to, you can listen to it before you come to the seminar, or you can also come to the seminar first, and later on knowing that these are the resources that you can go back to. And so this coming Sunday, the seminar is in the afternoon from 2 to 4, and but in the morning we'll have English worship and on the sixth floor of our church. So if you have been with us, and otherwise you just come and you go to the sixth floor, 11:15, and I'm going to play a sermon that I preached last I think October, on a related topic, so because we don't have a whole lot of time in the afternoon, so I figured that it'll be good if whoever come to the worship, and later on in the afternoon that to participate in the seminar, they will get to listen to some good biblical principles and God's desire for marriage in the morning. So this is a sermon called "Be Fruitful and Multiply," and I guess we all know that from Genesis and how God blessed Adam and Eve and be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth. So exactly what it means, exactly what it means for Christians in the New Testament. So I think that's the question I was trying to answer, and I started out this sermon for preaching for a couple who were getting married at that time, but then I develop and grow the sermon to a full-fledged understanding of what it means to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. Now, so this is a really, really important, principle or overview about what Christian marriage is all about. Then in the afternoon, the worship will go from, I think. 11:15 to around 12:30, and after that, we can have a lunch break, and then at 2 o'clock, and you are coming back for the Singleness, Marriage, and the Glory of God seminar on the 19th floor. Okay, so register. I encourage you to register. I encourage you to register with questions. There is no right or wrong questions. Some of you may have some burning question. Other may have some trivial question that have been on your mind for a long time. I would try to. I've been reviewing. I will be reviewing the questions these couple of days, and so send in your question early. And I think there are some overlapping about some most questions that people are most interested in. So I will try to arrange them in such a logical fashion. I may not be able to. I probably will not be able to answer every questions, but I will try to group them under some category so that we touch on that, and then during the live session we can also have some follow-up questions. So definitely take time to register, and feel free to send it to your friends and family. Again, it's for Christian and non-Christian, as long as they don't mind listening to what is the Christian view of singleness and marriage. And of course, we're going to talk about the gospel of Jesus Christ and the glory of God. And so come and join us this Sunday. Morning and afternoon, morning for worship and afternoon for the seminar. You don't have to be a CCC member. You can you may be going to other churches, or you may not be going to church at all. But this seminar we welcome you to join us. Singleness, Marriage, and the Glory of God. So see you Sunday.